Among the classic and vintage cars, the VW Bus has far more cult value than design or horsepower appeal. As a cult car, it leaves any Ferrari or Lamborghini in the dust. And nowadays, the coveted Samba models, the first generation, the ones with skylights, can fetch six-figure sums. The story began in 1946 with this makeshift factory parts mover. It inspired the Dutch VW importer Ben Pon to make a sketch of a transporter based on the Beetle Pan, and the VW Bus was born. But it had to wait till late 1949 to go into production. Around 12 years later, the 1 millionth first-generation VW Bus rolled off the assembly line and kept on rolling virtually unchanged till 1967. Johanna Nieder is a devotee of the first generation, called the T1. Her version is one of the legendary Sambas. Accelerating through its 4 gears, the 1.5-liter 44-horsepower engine can push the van up to a maximum speed of 110 kilometers per hour. In 1967, VW shipped this bus to England. Now, after decades of daily use, the white and blue Samba is due for a thorough restoration. Johanna and her partner have brought the bus to Germany. She explains that to her, it's not just a car, it's a whole lifestyle. When you drive it, you don't think about your job, but about going swimming or having ice cream. That's why it's a cult car. This 1962 Samba is another re-import from the United States. In addition to small roof windows, the Samba has a cloth sunroof. In a sense, it was a precursor of today's people carriers. But Samba was never the model's official designation. In the 1950s and 60s, a steering wheel, gearshift lever, speedometer, and some buttons was all the driver needed. A clock was a luxury. Driving a VW bus is an object lesson in taking life easy. Any compact can pass it, and then outrun it. Johanna admits that it can't be mistaken for a sports car. But that's not what people look for in the bus. It's for puttering and bouncing around. It's fun to drive, but very different from most cars. Not only in Germany was the VW Bus a hit, in no time it was puttering around the jungles of India and the highlands of Tibet. The VW Transporter became a workhorse of the world. And the Americans fell in love with it, just as they did with the Beetle. For decades, the VW Bus was a cheap transporter for all trades and purposes. Now, collectors have discovered the first generation, and especially the Samba. And the first counterfeit Sambas have been appearing on the market. Buyer beware, and be thorough. Johanna knows just where to look. The M plate, right behind the front seat. If the number there starts with 24, it's an original Samba bus. If not, it's a forgery. Samba buses also have double floor panels. If both panels are still there, it's very probably an original. The engineering is from the Beetle, tried and tested in millions of units. The air-cooled 4-cylinder boxer engine keeps going and going, even with little or poor maintenance. And most parts are readily available. The days of the $100 hippie vans carrying young rebels off to India in search of the meaning of life have faded into history. In recent years, prices for the first-generation T1s, and above all the Sambas, have soared. A positive result is that many old Sambas are being lovingly restored. A Samba bus in excellent original condition can run as much as 100,000 euros. Even ones needing lots of work can bring in well over 20,000 euros. Johanna sees a wave of retro hype with all vintage cars right now. So of course, since the VW bus has so much character, it gets carried right along on that wave. The Samba was something like the top of the line. There aren't many left. The body around the skylights was prone to rust. That also plays into the hype. Today's Samba owners can count themselves among the lucky few.